all states have to be reviewed. And if some states feel it's too much on the people, and there's not a lot of, it's too much on the people, and some states have different characteristics than others, and so we do need to give the homeless a home. They can't be on the streets any longer, okay? But the thing is, and there's always been homelessness, okay, but not as much as we have in each state. And there's different types of crimes. We already went over that because the geopolitical powers, the technology, and the disrespect of other rules and regulations of the states themselves and our nation itself. And then they use these people as tools in traffic tools, like almost like locomotives to carry one problem to the next. Think about it. But so we do need to get the homeless and clean the streets up for each state. But there is a revelation that I got but I had this before, but it's recollecting in my memory again, that each state has its own characteristics, correct? So you treat them with a tender love and caring, and to look at their perspective. But the thing is that, oh gosh, someone's getting in my space. The thing is that each state has their own characteristic, okay? And so we have to look at that. But I think it would be very helpful, as I said, to get undercover people so we could find where all those children are taken, and for the trafficking and the geopolitical powers, the office set up. Remember I told you before, I told you in 2020 or between 2020 and 2024 that I wanted all those big markets, that that there's those immigrant markets, that there's crime. I said to review that in those areas and to get FBI agents to overlook that. This is very important, and you could do it. You could do it in main ones where big money is, where billions of money go across those areas, and you could check by their accounts, and the transfers of monies. Because remember, as I told you, the global luxury property and global luxury commodity, that's why the cartels are so mad, because they were buying all those global luxury properties and other commodities. And they also did big business and bought a lot of other properties and things like that. But go through each state and then clean the homeless up, get them homes. Don't feed them to food or whatever they do they're trying to say they give the bodies to make McDonald's or other foods. You need to get them the homes, get them a place to live, and then you need to go through and secretly go through and find the children, find the crimes, and work with the local police in a peaceful manner so you don't get the people riled up. But there has to be new laws for protesting against being under the nation, under the original nation's constitution and traditions of a Judeo-Christian nation. They can't have this more protesting any longer. Did you hear what that said? And I'm on here. I didn't know, because I'm just I am independent. But they said, we're waiting for your plan. We're waiting for your direction. That's what I was saying, that they have a plan, a direction, leaders that are directing these protesters, that they have a plan, a pre-planned. Remember I told you this was pre-planned over 10-year, 15, 20-year period of time. That's why they all came at once. Do you understand? I'll repeat, I told you this before. On each nation, the protesters of the Islamic regime. Do you understand? And so that those protesters that are Islamic regime, they came out and they said, we're waiting for your direction, we're waiting for your guidance. What is that verb? I don't know. We're waiting for what it was. I'm not sure the third word. So did you see that? And that's what I said. That I said that this was pre-planned. So what else do you think that they're going to do next? You don't keep on allowing people to do crime. crime, and just like medicine, you have to work hindsight. So the crime, you prevent crime. Did you get it? The same thing Reagan said, you build strength, and then that's how you get peace. But that's just logical. When you have to give boundaries to people when they're living together in a culture. They have to have rules and regulations. So you're not, if you don't put any in, I'm not going to say if you don't, I'm going to be positive. If you don't, you have to put laws right away on these protesters that are Islamic, because they're planning something right now for the next step of what they're going to do. Do you understand? They said it right there. They tell you what they're doing. So you need to put the laws right away, and there can be no more protesting. If any of it protests, they have to leave. They have to leave their country. They leave the country. Are you with me? Do you understand? Because then there's going to be, actually you're saving from them to get, from them hurting themselves.